I'm Jake Stauk. I'm an amateur climber. I use Carpe to climb. Talk to any climber, and one of the biggest components of climbing is chalk. And the whole reason we use chalk is because your hands sweat when you climb, and it becomes very difficult to grip things and grip the rock. I never really realized that I was somebody that had sweaty hands until I started climbing, and I realized that I use a lot more chalk than other people. Every single move almost, I'd have to reach into the chalk bag, reach behind me, grab some chalk and put it on. I can't climb my best when I'm having to reach for chalk every single move. So I started using Carpe. Carpe makes it so my hands don't sweat. And with Carpe, I find that I don't need that much chalk anymore. I still use chalk, but I don't use a lot of chalk. I'm able to chalk up once or twice in the midst of a climb, and that's enough when I'm using Carpe. Whereas before, it was maybe 20 or 30 times I'd have to reach back and grab chalk, and that really makes it so it's difficult to climb. I started applying Carpe to my feet because they just sweated so much when they were in the climbing shoes that you just kind of feel your foot slipping around because it's just your foot and sweat and rubber, and it was not a pleasant feeling. The least amount of sweat that you can have on your feet when you're climbing, the better. One, performance, but also to preserve the equipment. So Carpe is always a fixture in my climbing bag, but there was an occasion in which I was going outdoors to climb, I'm opening up the bag, I'm looking around, and I find that I have no Carpe left. And that was a disaster for me. I had to climb and keep going into my chalk bag for more and more chalk. My feet felt gross and disgusting because they were sliding around in my climbing shoes, and it was really a miserable experience, and I'll never climb without Carpe again. I would recommend Carpe to anyone who climbs that finds themselves chalking up a lot, that wants their shoes to last longer, that wants to be less disgusted by their shoes. I think it's a great product for climbers.